I'm Tracy.
And I'm Andy.
And things are getting intense so much so that I was screaming at my TV and I lost
She lost
my
her
voice.
voice. We don't know where she left it. Becca really isn't joking around anymore. She's very serious about all this, right? She's getting very serious.
V serious.
V
as the
serious.
kids are saying it these days.
V
there were
serious.
2 rose ceremonies this week. One at the beginning and one at the end. There's a lot to get to.
Let's get into it.
Right now, but first, we need Corey back!
Get him in here! Hey, Corey, come on in. Here we go. Wine for all.
Wine.
Why not?
Cheers to
Wine.
all the guys being absolutely awful.
Terrible! We have
did a very
to
good job.
address the poop in the room.
Yeah, the poop in the
It's
corner.
a real stinker.
And what I mean,
poop in the corner?
what I mean is the pooper in the room, and that is Poopy Lincoln. If you don't know what we're talking about, look it up right now because we're not going to get into details because we
No,
can't.
You get it.
can't
You get
read
it.
on the
You
tube.
get what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
but Google Lincoln weird thing that he does with poop. Okay. So we start off with the cocktail party.
Yep.
Because we
Picking up where we left off, right?
Right. Becca gives Jordan the gold underwear, and I've got to say, you knew what he was gonna do with it. Enough with his butt. Like
Enough with him completely. He is.
I agree.
So I thought after the last episode, it was good, entertaining,
Yeah.
funny to watch.
Yeah.
Actually enjoyed that he was there.
Put a button on
after
it and we're
this-
done.
And he was very unhappy to learn that David came back. And as we kind of predicted when we saw his face, one little tiny black eye.
Well, yeah, and he's kind of swollen.
Yeah.
Kind of swollen, but his eye's like red too. And
But
then
it
he
was
had
like-
like something going
He
on in
didn't
his
look
teeth.
great.
This is my theory, you guys. Becca has a tendency to give out a pity rose. Because
Total
Sure
pity
does.
rose.
Every
Total
episode.
pity
every
rose.
episode. So because before the rose ceremony even goes, she's like, "Oh, David, you're back. You know what? Thank you so much. Here's a rose. Go rest up."
But here's the thing about David that's annoying to me is that I was bugged by him last episode.
Same.
Then I felt bad about the whole bust your face, fall out of the bed thing.
Of course you have
And then
to.
he came back and I was like, all right, well, he's a little busted. And then he just couldn't help himself.
He and
just,
Jordan-
as soon as he was leaving the room, he just
I
like
smell
poking
2 on
the
1.
bear.
And
I
that's
smell-
not produced. I think that's him as a character.
I
And
agree.
that's why I
agree.
don't like him.
Okay, so then we go to the rose ceremony, and unfortunately, I was so sad. We said goodbye to Ryan and Mike.
Bye, guys.
I wasn't
Bye,
sad. I
Ryan.
didn't even
Bye,
know.
Mike.
And then we get on our little airplane and we head on to beautiful Park City, Utah.
Yeah.
So we obviously find out that Garrett gets the one-on-one. She, you guys, is so into him.
Yeah, she's smitten.
She's totally into him.
So we find out that he was married for how long?
Well, I thought it was
Online
longer.
it said 6 months.
Well, it was only 2.
2
He
months.
said 2 months.
You know, he said she was emotionally abusive.
Emotionally
He
abusive.
used, that's the thing. So he used the word abusive because I also don't think we know the real Garrett.
No, I don't think
No.
so either.
So
he
I
turns
wanna
it
know,
on.
I want to know the real Garrett.
Yeah.
And I want to talk to that ex-girlfriend. Like I want the
We
whole
need the whole
thing.
One little fun little Easter egg that happened. We got to have a little vision into the guys at the house where they're having a really deep conversation that I thought was already figured out. That the world is not flat.
Right.
Oh, the flatliners. Yeah.
Lincoln, though,
Yeah.
who has a lot of credibility now that we know what we know about him.
We know a lot. Yeah.
But maybe he's onto something, and he thinks that the world is still flat. So then we go to the group date, which was Becca's big lumberjack
I
bash.
like this group date.
Because when
Oh,
she
it
was
looks so
14
fun.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I want to do this. How many times do we think she had to throw that axe before she hit the bullseye?
Oh, I thought about that. Okay, so I've done it before. They tell you to do hold it like this. Everybody take your rose.
Okay.
And
This
just max
is
throwing.
going somewhere.
Yeah. So what you do is you hold it and you put it behind your head like she did, and then you just when you release, you just let it go like that, and make sure that your hand ends up forward. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, wait,
Not
I'm
as
money.
good.
You guys, that was
Becca.
pretty good. So then they start doing this lumberjack obstacle course, which also was fun. I thought they looked handsome in their lumberjack
No,
attire.
no, super cute.
I like that. And
Took
then
the shirts off again.
it was like Becca was on Team Red against Team Blue, and then John saves the day by climbing up the pole. So then we go to the after party, and that's when we get the big reveal that Jordan was in fact wearing the gold underwear. And then he walked back into the guys' room and was like, "I'm just gonna sit here with my gold underwear,"
And
which
they're
was
like,
just
yeah, no, you don't need to do
which was
that.
just like
It's not for us.
egging the guys on to be pissed off. So then, you guys,
Awkward.
Oh, no.
It got awkward.
Awkwardville
It smelled
population.
good, but it got awkward.
Awkwardville population jump block.
It already felt really weird. Just at the start of it, I was
Yes!
like, I didn't know where it was going. I just knew that it was weird.
He's like, "I got you something. I think you're gonna love it. Here you go, Miss Becca Blanc."
It was so weird.
But I know you're
Perfume?
gonna hyphen.
And then she's like, "Oh, thank
Thank
you." And then
you.
he's like, "And I've got one more thing."
Yes.
Mwah. And I was like, "Oh, what a horrible move." Then Leo interrupts. And
She's
he
like,
gets
thank
mad.
you, Leo, thank God.
Yeah, exactly. And then so he's like, "Well, no, I wasn't done with my conversation, so I'm gonna march back in there."
He manned up and he's like, I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go out there and
Yeah,
put it out there.
And so he says, "Becca, I have to tell you something. I'm falling in love with you." And Becca is, and then she basically says,
it's time to
"I'm not on that same page." And he's like, well, wait, but maybe I'm not.
Yeah, I don't
she's
know.
Like, and then she's like, well, wait, I'm confused. He's like,
which
well,
is it?
I just thought you wanted to hear that. When he said that, I was like, oh, no, you
And then there was
didn't.
a snap.
Yeah, I mean,
And she returns to the other guys and she says,
I need everyone to be open and honest with me. That is something that Ari wasn't with me. And so that is the one thing that she's wanted. And
you're
Jean
not here
Blanc,
for the right reasons.
and Jean Blanc just lied to her, and she's done. And she doesn't hand out the rose, which, by the way, good for you, girl. And then poor Wills, who has the coming up one-on-one date. But here's the thing, he took it like a champ.
Yeah.
He was a good sport about it, and he was like, look, I know what you're going through. I had a girl who really looked at
It's
me
your
and
turn to
cheated
tell
on
me your relating story about what you've been through.
She gives him the pity rose because she's
Another
like,
pity rose.
Another-
Do you know why I believe that to be
What?
true? She zeroed in on a couple people that we think, you know, like
We'll go far.
like Blake and
Colton.
Garrett,
Yeah.
Colton, people that she's excited about.
Totally.
But she can't go from 12 to 3.
Right.
So she's got to give them to somebody.
Okay, so then Chris Harrison walks in.
and he says, no cocktail party. She's had a tough week. So we're gonna get just straight
She
to the
knows
rose
what she
ceremony.
wants to do.
So we do the
No,
rose ceremony, and
Nick.
it just was so obvious who she was gonna get rid of. Sweet Nick and sweet baby Kristen. So they're going to Vegas, and we already get a little tease that there's gonna be some drama with Chris.
Yeah.
Pretty clear.
Ooh, more drama with
that they're-
Jordan and David.
Yeah, and that's obviously a 2-on-1. It's the
Who's gonna win that battle?
Okay, you ready?
David and Jordan.
Ready?
Uh-huh.
I think she sends them both home.
Me too.
Oh,
Yes!
nice. I'm on board.
Yes, I think she should at least.
Yes.
Honestly, I look at the guys and I think how awful they are, and all I keep thinking about is,
Something's gonna rise to the top.
no, where is he? Oh, grocery store Joe.
Oh yeah.
Grocery
He
store
could have stuck
Joe.
around. Had he have stuck around?
Paradise. I think your final 4 is Garrett, Blake, Colton, and Jason.
Oh yeah, Jason. Yeah.
A big thank you for watching, everybody.
And please be sure to tune in next week.
And as always, comment below to tell us what you think.
1, 2,
Yay!
3.
Oh, I got him
you
that
got
time.
it.
I bombed.
I just-
Spicy me.
That's a camera there.
This tastes like apple juice.
Oh,